This is Coles Island at the mouth of the Essex River in Gloucester. A bit further south, there are 200-plus acres that make up Minuteman Airfield in Stowe. If you had some money to invest, which would you buy? Well, that's the choice that the late Paul McPherson faced back in 1965.
He was trying to make up his mind what to do. And my mother said, regardless of which place you decide to invest in, I need a restaurant there, a coffee shop. Really?
McPherson settled on the Airfield. His wife Peggy got her coffee shop, affectionately dubbed Peg's Place, and soon Don McPherson would be placed in charge of the whole operation.
When the first customer came, July 1st, 1969, Dad and I were in the office. He said, I'm going flying, because it was a hobby for him, and it was a business for me from day one.
Today, the business is looking for new ownership as Minuteman Airfield is once again for sale. Offered at $6,900,000, what is being sold as more than an airport. It's a critical part of this community.
The original runway stopped right beside this little pond, which we affectionately refer to as Luscombe Lake. The biggest tenant on the field right now is National Aviation Academy. We have a flight school here now, and we now have an organic farm on 50 acres. I live right in the center of town. I wanted to see it be the best it could be. Boosting the economy, supporting the community, and nurturing the environment.
There is also, of course, the actual business of being a small airport.
We've relieved the congestion at Logan by making space for small planes.
While a lot has changed here over 6 decades, one thing remains the same.
The restaurant was and is the heart and soul of the airport. Everything goes through the restaurant.
The name of the restaurant is Fourth and Field. We're a farm-to-table restaurant. We seat 75 people inside and around 50 to 100 outside.
Melissa Simon owns and runs the business, which is definitely not for sale. Out of the airport restaurant space, she brings her 25 years of restaurant experience, huge portions, and a family-friendly vibe.
I grew up in an Italian family and I love to host, so I really wanted to have a space where I could essentially cook for people like I was cooking in my own home. We have our pulled pork sandwich with homemade onion strings. We have our shaved prime rib sandwich on ciabatta bread, and we have our Caesar salad that we put our homemade crab cakes on. Everything is made from scratch here, even our ketchup.
While adults come for the food, kids know the view can't be beat.
They gasp when they see the planes come in. They're so close because we're right on the airfield.
Don McPherson is one of the many regulars at the restaurant, previously operated by his mom and then for many years by his wife.
Everybody said I would never get married. I was married to the airport. And then when I got married, my wife and I had a prenuptial agreement. She agreed to learn how to fly, and I agreed to learn how to ride horses.
That skill may serve him well as he prepares to ride off into the sunset, as it were. But while ownership will change, the McPhersons' impact on this community will endure.
Best part of running the place, though, have been all the personal relationships my wife and I have made with her customers and my customers and the community. It's been great fun.
While home theater screens continue to get bigger, most can't hold a candle to what we found for sale here in the central Massachusetts town of Clinton.
My name is Justin Barrett. I am the owner and property manager of the building that includes the Strand Theater.
Open since 1924, the Strand has seen many uses, first as a vaudeville theater and later as a second-run movie theater and local performance space.
It's definitely a centerpiece of the town, not just for Clinton, but for surrounding towns.
Though Barrett's family has owned the property for about 35 years, his fondest memories of the space are those he made here as a patron.
Yeah, so every year for a week or two, A Christmas Story would be playing every day, a couple shows a day, and they would sell out every year. Jaws was a staple. All of the great films of my childhood played here.
The theater closed during the COVID-19 pandemic, but Barrett believes there's great interest in bringing it back.
Every time I'm here, someone approaches me and asks when it's going to reopen. I'm really hopeful that someone who knows how to operate a performing arts center will be interested in taking over the operation here. There'd be interest for not only movies, but comedy shows, musicians, plays. There's grants available that have already been approved. $300,000 to help renovate this into a modern theater. And there's another $100,000 that's going to help renovate the marquee. So the town's deeply invested in helping it remain as a focal point of the community.
Barrett has another motivation to sell.
I would love to be able to create some new memories with my kids, just like I have memories of this place growing up.
Oh, that's so nice. And back to Minuteman Airfield, Don McPherson says safety is his #1 priority. Every day he checks the runway. Often he has to chase away deer, geese, turkey, even snapping turtles.
Yeah, whatever it takes to keep it safe. And back to the restaurant that Don's mother started, calls Peg's Place. If it looks like a Brigham's, that is no accident. Don says his father secretly went into a Brigham's restaurant, measured the counters, measured the stool heights, and then had a carpenter come in and recreate it on the cheap at the airport. So that's why it looks like a Brigham's.